Hey everyone, good news. We found out what is wrong with The Good Place. Or did we? The answer coming up.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is so good. So many good memories.
I know.
So many.
With this. Literally, do you guys still binge watch this show?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
such a Ross.
Of course. I don't think that's ever going to get old.
I think I
No.
watched Friends last week.
Which
Yeah.
friend are each of you guys?
I'd like to say I'm a Monica / Phoebe a little bit.
That's tough. Phoebe?
I think you might be a little Phoebe.
Maybe?
Yeah, and you said you're
I'm a Ross.
You're
I
a
want to be
Ross?
a Chandler, but I'm a Ross. I even look like Ross.
I feel like I'm a mix between Joey and Chandler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
agree
a
with
Chandler.
that.
The more I get older, I see myself more as a Chandler because he's still a joking guy and
Yeah.
funny guy. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're actually going to transition into the show that we're covering, The Good Place. I'm your host, Michael Clouse. You can follow me on Instagram @TheOnlyMC, on Twitter @Michael Clouse TV. We welcome back our guest host for another week.
Yes, I'm back, everyone. I'm Marisa Serafini. You can follow me on Twitter @SeraphiniTV.
Awesome. And I'm Allie, and you can follow me @Allie the Pub across the board all the way.
And I'm Jeffrey Crane Graham, and you guys can follow me on Twitter @Jeffrey C. Graham. See what I did there? I got rid of the Crane and I made it a C, and I confused everyone listening and watching.
My mind is
When did you do that?
Just right now.
Oh, literally.
No. So, like, I don't mean that, like, I had Jeffrey Crane Graham.
Oh, okay.
I just made a very stupid joke, and maybe we should move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
We'll
you,
get
everyone.
there. And hey,
Thank
we have a couple
Thank you.
people already on the live chat. We're monitoring everything you guys are
Yep.
saying. We love and welcome you to our panel. Thank you for joining us. Friends certainly seems to be the theme here. We have the title is What We Owe to Each Other. This is very Friends theme. We have two different kind of friendships and what is going along with them. Surprise, I guess we'll start out with the Michael and Eleanor dynamic because we had talked about that last week. Thoughts on how it went and progressed and how she handled herself?
I thought it was really fun to get these two together because it does seem like a weird pairing. But I was more surprised of how Michael was behaving during all this. Being the architect of the whole good place, he fell so quickly back into human ways, and it was kind of scary. I was like, this is the guy who's running everybody?
I think it's interesting. We found out, why he's under so much stress, saying that the architect usually never lives with the neighborhood. And so that actually, for me, I wondered, did they only design one neighborhood, or was he supposed to move on to another neighborhood? They didn't really talk about that too much. But finding out that he is under this pressure from his boss, who we don't find out who it is yet, but that's certainly something that is causing him some stress.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think that it's weird, too, because I was thinking about the whole boss element that we talked about. And it's crazy because Eleanor actually referred to him as the creator of the whole universe.
I heard that.
Did you hear that? And so that was kind of like, does he have a boss or is Michael the boss, But for him to be so in the mix in the neighborhood, it does kind of cause you to kind of go back and forth with what you think.
Yeah, I'm interested because, to catch you up, Marissa, earlier in our coverage, we talked about how we're not sure if Michael is like God or if he's like an angel and like working for God or like if we're going to meet God. So we always got the impression that he was one architect of one neighborhood among many.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun to watch Ted Danson's performance. He's still doing a really good job. It's fun. I've never really seen him play so neurotic before. I think it'd be fun to maybe see a bit of a different side of Michael moving forward. I think we've just seen more and more neurotic every episode, which is very fun. But I'm looking forward to maybe seeing another dimension to Michael.
Well, now he's going to leave too, so
yeah, for sure. So we might see a bit of a change. Yeah.
I noticed one of the biggest things, and I don't know if you guys caught on to this, he didn't shave.
Yeah.
He didn't shave. He was like totally letting himself go even before Eleanor got there. And we see another flashback of her. I initially thought right away that she was, started off very sarcastically, and I wonder if she had taken a step back. But she continues to grow in this episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like it. She's heading in the right direction, which is what we all want for her.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's getting to the point where she's self-realizing it. It's not someone else telling her. It's herself. So
And I think that's
it's
the
good.
cool part about it, too, because she's starting to realize this is like some hard work that I'm putting in, and I know what the fork I'm doing now, so I'm in this good place, and I'm going to earn my spot, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun to see this friendship dynamic. I think, like, the thing I enjoy about about Kristen Bell and Ted Danson in this is obviously different generations, different actors.
Yes, very different generations.
Different species, technically, because Michael's not human.
Right.
So it's purely going to be kind of a friendship dynamic, I think. Maybe a little bit of a Liz Lemon, Jack Donaghy kind of thing. I mean, not really super comparable, but just the idea of like an older mentor kind of friend and a younger. So it's really fun to see a guy-girl friendship on a TV show because so often writers feel pushed and pressured to create romance. So it's fun.
I thought it was interesting in reading into it maybe a little too much. It seems like, she's moving in the right direction. She has, some good traits that she's developing, still kind of holding on to some old ones. And I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to get across, even in what they portrayed in the characters in the past of it's good to have that balance of good and bad.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Because he still is not perfect, but, with the way that she's kind of mentoring Michael a little bit of
Have some
how
fun.
to act. Yeah.
Some human nature. And I think that's the fun part about this episode and what I thought would be going forward that now that Michael's leaving. But anyways, I think that's the cooler part of this episode simply because just like from the small details, him not shaving, him wanting to wear suspenders because they look cool. These are the things I can do this with. Like, it's just different things that he's picking up on from being around Eleanor, who's supposed to be the bad person,
Right, and we learned last episode that Tahani, who we thought was the emblem of all good, was actually one of the lowest ranked in their neighborhood. So.
And
Second to the last.
And Chidi too. Chidi
Yeah.
too, who we always hold, these people as so high, and maybe that's what they're trying to teach us, is that human element is good. Are they saying anything in the live chat about that? What do you guys think out there that is...
Who do we have today? Tweenie Boy? Boo69B?
Boo69B says they don't want Michael to leave, so...
I know.
either.
We gotta talk about
you guys,
that.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh,
Oh, you meant the other...
not Klaus.
I thought it was, interesting. We're getting there. If the fun things that they do for Michael to kind of loosen him up, going bowling, the
love
trick,
that.
and that was even the trick where she like pulled out more tickets. And he's like, "Is this allowed?" Well, it's a tradition.
Right.
This was really fun. It's fun. I like this dynamic of Michael actually being educated by Eleanor because we haven't really seen it yet, and it's fun for him to be exposed to human things so we can become aware of like some of the what are the words I'm looking for? Contradictions kind of that we do as people.
Her being good at being herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Her being good at being bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole
It was fun to it was fun to see him loosen up and actually not work but take time off of work but just to go back to work, and sometimes we all need that recess.
God.
Yes.
Oh man, don't we ever? But it's that non-work work where it's you're still benefiting yourself, and it's good. Obviously, the whole reason that Michael's doing that is to try to find out what's going wrong in the neighborhood. And Eleanor, did you guys think there was that part where he's like trying to figure it out and he puts on the hoodie? Did you think that she would tell him? I think I made the prediction last week that, what did I say? Did I say in a week or two that she would did I say next week that she would tell him?
Yeah, you said that eventually she'll tell him. I don't know when.
And I was wondering if she would.
I thought she was gonna crack.
I didn't think so.
You didn't?
I didn't either.
I think it'd be too early in the season for that to be revealed.
Yeah. I think we've got a little bit of time. I think it's a 13 episode order, so we have I guess only 5 more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm the
6.
worst.
No,
7.
No, 7.
7?
If one of the Good Place things was being good at math, I certainly would not be there.
You
And I
had
don't
like
think
negative what?
I would not be there.
Marisa
either.
Serafini would not be there either.
Nope.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. If it was like in the
I
Good
agree
Place,
with
I'd
you,
be
Jeff.
there
I
for
was like,
sure.
There's 5 more.
Yeah, it is a little early for that reveal. It just almost seemed like it was.
It was leading
I
that
thought
way.
that she was gonna. I
very
about to say. I
much
thought she was
leading.
just gonna drop something.
Yeah,
Not
being
all
able
of
to
it,
reveal
but
like you're
something.
on the right track. Maybe you're on the
Little
right
tease.
track or
Yeah.
some kind of tease, but.
I
Yeah.
hope it happens though, because it's gonna be fun once Michael knows, because he'll have to play with the exact same ethical dilemma that Chidi's playing with.
Right.
I know that Eleanor shouldn't be here,
But she's my assistant.
but she's my assistant. She's my friend.
Yes.
What the fork do we
They're
do?
certainly they're building up that close relationship
Yeah.
to create the drama.
So what do you think will happen? Do you think Michael will find out first before she tells him, or she tells him first?
Oh, that's a tough one to call.
Could be one of those like she's on her way to tell him,
Yes.
And
then he finds
I
out,
think
and then you
Gianni
have
gonna
that
drop it.
awkward.
I could see Gianni saying it. That's good, Allie.
Yeah, you never put anything past him. What
You
he's gonna
can't,
say.
because he is foolish. He is funny. He is funny. And I never would have expected that.
This has been a fun. Is it okay to talk a little bit about Gianni? Are we all right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is open.
Yeah, Gianni's been. I wasn't sure about this transition to Jason Mendoza, but it's been fun. He gave me 3 or 4 laugh out loud moments this episode.
He wasn't as crazy. He knew what he needed to do.
Yeah.
He had somewhat of a filter, which is nice.
Right. Well, somewhat, but this joke of like him just saying the things he's reading, I thought was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Made in Taiwan. Yes, you were
Yes,
made
you
in
were.
Taiwan.
I love that. How are you feeling? Decidedly so. It's very funny.
The cute thing was the picture, though. The impressionist picture. Was that not the cutest thing ever? I was like, come on, Jason. Come on, Jason.
That joke for me was like a little on the nose. 99% of the jokes in this episode were great. I kind of saw that one coming out of left field, yeah.
Did you see it with Chidi doing it, though?
Wait, say that. Oh, no, but I am excited to talk about this new Chidi. We'll get there, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the other dynamic, obviously, that we're talking about is the whole Chidi and Tahani. And while their partners, well, at least while Chidi's partner is away, this is...
Chidi has the hots for Tahani.
The Tahatsi.
This is like...
Tahatsi, I like it.
I am going through this questioning in my mind, and do you guys feel the same way of wondering what is allowed in the good place and not?
Oh, Michael.
Michael.
No.
Because, no, I'm saying, like, it gets back
Of course
to...
we are.
It gets back to, like, is the thought bad, or is it the action?
It's Chidi. It's ethics all day long. It's in your mind. It's in your heart. It's in your soul.
So
Yeah.
I'm
But
having that
dang it, I'm
dilemma.
feeling this.
No, it's a twist because we know the good place. If you think it, it can get actually conjured up.
Yes.
So it could be bull.
Yes.
But don't act like y'all, it's not just Chidi now. Y'all know y'all see Tahani with those eyes, too.
I know.
Hello.
I-
Hello. Don't miss it.
But the
David.
problem is, I kind of was seeing a little bit of Eleanor a couple episodes ago.
Wait, did you just... Is this
Oh,
the
I'm
first
shipping
time?
them already.
This is the first time that
We've
you're
got
using
Chellenor.
Chellenor, though?
Or
Yeah,
is
I'm
it
saying
This is
LED?
the first
I
time
like
that I'm
it.
hearing
You
that.
like
Or
that?
is it
Hashtag Chellenor.
or LED?
And Tahiti. We've got Tahiti and Chellenor.
Yes.
No,
Tahiti.
that's terrible.
You're good at this.
Thank you.
This
but
is good.
I think, well, we're getting into predictions a bit, but I do think eventually we are going to see a love triangle. Eleanor, Chidi, Tahani.
Eleanor's going to be hurt.
I don't know.
I don't know, because I really don't see Eleanor having those emotions for Chidi.
Not yet. But once Chidi starts dating Tahani, ooh, the jealousy's going to come out.
Really? You think so?
I do.
Heck
But we'll
yeah.
see.
But here's the
don't think
thing. Do you guys think what is allowed in the good place and what is not?
Let's talk
Well,
about
I
it.
figured that if your
Is that
soulmate...
is that an ethical thing of
Sexuality.
they're messing with it's cheating. Clearly you can't cheat in heaven.
It's Chidi.
But are they really,
They're
like,
not really in heaven
married?
yet.
No, I think that it's like the good place. Like, it's like the...
It's
Yeah.
a form.
Yeah, it's a farm.
It's a form.
I think, and here's what I think. Here's what I think is going to happen. So Soulmates are really like, this show is non-religious. It's just,
Yes.
it's everyone's idea of heaven, but it's still about ethics and and you know, every religion has a version of heaven. But I think the idea of soulmates is the idea of like your married monogamous person. So when the soulmate breach, when that starts to happen, that soulmates don't stay with their soulmate, that's going to be the ethical thing.
Yes.
The bleach of contract.
The breach, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's an interesting point that we haven't seen much physical contact, if any,
we haven't.
between the
Yeah.
two. No kissing, no holding hands.
For any couple, for that matter, or
For
just
any couple.
anybody.
We did
Yeah.
see a Tahani. We saw a Tahani kiss on Gianni's cheek.
We've seen hugs here
I
and there,
know.
too.
And then
Which
she
is
tried
like
to go to
third
the
base.
massage.
They don't
Yeah.
allow that in some Baptist churches.
I was gonna say this is third base in the good place.
Yeah, hey.
Is
She
that
tried
okay?
to go to
Was
the
this
massage
fair?
place though
I
to
know.
try to get her couple thing on. She tried it.
Yeah,
I know, they did
tried.
good.
She was trying to get a little going.
Asking about the sauna.
reaching.
Chidi was like, "No, it's a third. I am a third part."
Although it seems like
That was funny.
it seems like Giannu
Third
is
person.
attracted to her.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because she
who
looks
wouldn't
like
be, though?
Nala and sounds like Nala from the line. That was
She
the
looks like
cutest
Nala.
reference.
It's adorable.
Because Nala
getting-
is everything.
He's getting to be a little bit adorable. I'd love to see him evolve to be a oh my gosh, Chris Pratt's character on Parks and Rec. What is his name?
Oh.
I know who you're.
Andy
Yeah.
Dwyer. I'd love to
Andy.
see him start to get a little Andy Dwyer. I think we're gonna get like the goofy, lovable,
But not smart. Yeah.
but not smart. I
Yeah,
think we're
because
getting
he's kind
there.
of ditzy.
He's definitely a
He's
ditzy.
definitely ditzy. It's like not all. He's fried a lot of brain cells. Dealing
All
with
that.
all
Funniest part,
drugs.
y'all remember when he said he had big dreams and he was like, I don't want to just be a DJ in Jacksonville. I want to be in Tallahassee, in Daytona.
He's great. I do love, they're talking about the artist and he goes, well, yeah, Pitbull really changed the game. He's great.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know. I'm very interested. And then, do you think all along that was Chidi's plan, or that he just developed feelings as the episode?
I feel like he's developing feelings for the first time. I feel like up until now, Chidi's been kind of like...
But do you think he
I think so,
purposely
too.
tagged along to be with
I don't.
Tahani?
No.
I don't.
No,
No?
because we saw Giannu practically beg him, and then he reluctantly
Yes.
decided to go. But once he was there, he kind of actually enjoyed his time there and started developing those feelings for Tahani.
Now, going forward, he definitely going to put himself in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's not
yeah.
going to be no third wheel anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be that wheel on purpose, for sure.
These flashbacks, really quick, I do want to shout out Mary Holland, one of my favorite actresses. You guys, she's going to be big in 4 years, I'm telling you now. She's on Blunt Talk. Really good UCB girl.
Oh, yeah, you did. You rewinded on that one.
She's
didn't you?
really,
He was
really
like,
great.
Yeah, that's her.
I want to shout her out real quick. She's
Cool.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that leaves. Obviously, we're talking about the relationship between what did you call? What's the two names? again?
Chellenor and Tahiti.
Chellenor. Okay,
Boom.
I was making sure I had that.
Marissa loves that one.
To
I have to take
Chidi.
that to Twitter next week.
It could be like LED.
So what do you think that?
LED.
What do you think that leaves with Giannu and Eleanor?
Oh, in terms of what's going to happen to them.
Because
They're gonna remain
don't you
friends.
see? Didn't we talk about Chidi and Eleanor still having a thing? Do you think?
I think so.
Think he's going to be torn?
No,
No.
I don't think it'll go that far.
Not
I think
yet.
I don't think it's gonna go that far, but I definitely know it's no hope for Eleanor.
You don't think
and Jayu.
which is going to go that far?
I don't think that Chidi and
Tahani?
Y'all are mixing me up with these days. I'm like Tahiti. I don't think that they're gonna go that far. I think that it's gonna go a certain level, and then it's gonna be like, okay, Chidi's like, I can't do this. Eleanor's my soulmate.
Yeah.
Because this is who I put in the
'Cause
work,
the ethics?
blood and sweat. Yeah, this is who I've got it from the bottom with. Started from the bottom, and now
Now
she's
they're
here,
here.
and let's just do this.
Yeah.
Continuing the Friends reference, Boo69B says Jason is getting pretty adorable. He's the Joey of the Good Place.
Definitely
Yes.
a Joey.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yes.
definitely a
Joey.
Joey.
Agreed.
Yeah. Good call, Boozy Stone Bees.
That was good.
Boo69B.
I did love all the references to Friends, though.
Oh, this was fun.
It was,
This
and
was-
like, it's also Friends was also an NBC show,
Right.
so it's like pretty much cross promotion.
Forcing Rachel and
20
Joey.
years ago.
Yeah.
So good.
And it's fun, just anytime Michael tries to be human, any of these, both Janet and Michael trying to be human, creates a lot of comedy. This can be very funny.
Janet is getting freaking hilarious.
Oh my gosh, I know. One of
I
my
was like,
favorite. We're
boy,
trying to
if
get
my
in
phone
studio.
ever like goes like zzz, 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 and Siri gets to acting like that, I am gonna be cracking up. Like,
They need,
it's
to
like a
make,
rip.
they need to make a Janet. She can be the
Oh,
voice.
Yes, they do.
Uh,
I think we're getting the producer call to start moving quickly. So should we do a quick predictions?
Well,
Well,
okay,
I
yes,
love the-
yes. The real quick for Michael. Yeah, we can be starting predictions of what do you think will happen. Obviously, he announces that he's leaving.
AfterBuzz TV
I don't
predictions.
think he's gonna leave.
I don't think he's gonna leave.
No.
I don't think
He's
so
not
either.
even
I think
gonna
he's
leave.
considering leaving, but he's not gonna leave. Obviously, no.
Tahani's gonna cry and scream. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just too soon. It's too soon. Like I think he might leave for a little bit, and then maybe
Yeah.
things will get worse. Or maybe I will say this could be interesting. Maybe he'll leave, and we actually will see a whole new world, like when the others were discovered and lost. Like I think it is time. We're just in this neighborhood. I could use a different neighborhood,
Yeah.
and like maybe Michael will be there, and that'll be the B story.
Just so we can compare and contrast.
Right, exactly. That'll be
I
the Boo
see-
69B story.
I see him leaving for a little bit of time, and then whatever happens and changes, and then he is forced to come back, realizing that it's not him,
right.
and he misses the people there. So
Indeed.
that's one of my
And it's
predictions.
frozen yogurt.
Yes. Maybe they'll have ice cream in other neighborhoods, and it'll blow his mind.
Hey.
We'll see.
So
I,
we'll
I
see.
predict more flashbacks of Eleanor, though. Because her
We
flashback
still-
in this episode was amazing.
We still have not gotten a flashback of Chidi.
Oh, it's
We need to
coming.
get
no, we
that.
didn't.
We need to get that coming. Well, real quick, start at the end. Where can they find you?
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Man, these shows fly by, but it's the best every week. So fun to have Allie back in the panel.
Yay.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Jeffrey C. Graham. Make it a great week and a great weekend.
Awesome. It's your girl Allie, the pub across all lines. Alexandria Washington signing out. Be great.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
You can follow me at Michael Clouse TV on Twitter and at The Only MC on Instagram. It is almost the weekend. Woo! Thursday night. Everyone have a good weekend. If you're watching this later, hopefully it is the weekend and you're having a ball. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you every Thursday night. Adios.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.